Not working again?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're back. We're back.
God damn it! Why wouldn't the audio be working?
I know it always happens.
Why are you putting headphones on?
So I can hear.
Oh, so I can't hear? Great. Okay.
Oh look, this sucks really shitty.
Uh-huh. You should get like dual splitters or whatever.
And I want to get the arms, the ones that like so I can extend it up to the mouth. So
wait. So what's the point? Wait. So what's the point of me hearing myself talk?
I do it to check sound so that it stays like level.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
Unless anything else changes.
All right, I'm good on that then.
Yeah.
You can be the.
I'm the producer. I'm the director.
All right.
Yeah, this shit gets loud. But what's up, guys?
All right. So who the fuck is Angel Days? Is that Angel? Like our friend? Oh,
there's
what's up,
audio.
dude? I haven't seen.
No. That's not.
Okay, never mind.
Our friend Angel. It's
He's just your friend Angel. Okay.
He's my friend Angel.
Okay, got it.
He's my nephew's best friend. Yeah, this guy. Cool guys. So what's up, dude? How are you? Good seeing you today.
Dude, great. This is good seeing you too, man.
So actually,
should we look at each other or look at the camera? Like, how does this work? Like, what do you think is best? You know what I'm saying?
I'd say, I don't know. It's natural. There's no rules. Do whatever you want to do.
All right.
But so my guest today, what's going on, guys? Is the mighty Ricardo Zazueta.
Oh, thanks for gassing me up like that.
I know. Ricardo and I have been friends for, let's see. Does sound better? Say something?
Long time. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
I think that sounds better.
I think we've been friends since. Oh, I actually remember I was trying to think of the very first day I met you. It was through. Remember Victoria?
Oh yeah.
Girlfriend or whatever from like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was friends with her, and then she met you. And then I met you through her, and then we were in a band.
Right.
And then we were in a band because of Victoria. So
we had long hair together.
Yeah, and then we were like back in our like rock
playing
days.
Our
Metalhead days. Rockers very different.
I know.
So yeah,
dude, we would get so fucked up. We would drink like that.
I can't even drink like that anymore. We would drink like 40s.
I know,
like
dude.
Fucking big ass like 40s
bottles.
And Four Locos and shit. Like when we were like 14, 15 years old. When I see
no, that's too early.
Well, at least I would. I don't know about you.
No, I didn't.
Like 16.
Yeah, I was like 16, 17.
Yeah, dude, we were fucking alcoholics as a kid. Like, we must have been very depressed, even though
it was our environment. We were
you know what?
Their gigs, dude. It's
because whenever I talk about that stuff to like, because I had like friends from like college and white friends and Chinese friends and like now that we're older, like I have friends from like all nationalities and especially the ones that were like born in like suburb areas, they did not experience that at all.
Yeah.
When I tell them I was getting fucked up like that at like 16, they're like, what the fuck? Like they look at me like that's insane, and like it probably is.
It is. I mean, it's a whole different world,
Yeah.
We're in a different area there at that time, and
crazy.
Crazy stories, dude.
Yeah, those are good times though. I don't regret it.
I was talking to Andrea the other day, and she was saying like, we were talking about like getting angry, and then I was like, I've never been
getting angry, right?
And then I was like, there's only one person who's ever seen me pissed, like super pissed, is Ricardo. When I fucked up that one dude.
I wasn't there.
I mean, I was walking out, and you were like, "What's up, dude?" And I was like, "Oh, no."
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, that was that day?
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah,
I had just won the fight.
I was just like, all right, leave him alone. He looks upset. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, dude. That was the day. Fucking.
That was a long time ago. How long? That was like 10 years ago. Well, not even that long.
No, that was.
You were like 19, 20?
Almost 10 years ago, because that was. Her and I broke up. I think like 2010, 2008, 2010.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah.
Fuck. That sentence sounds old. No, that was with Melissa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Boosh. That was fun. I was super fit at that time. Super fit, but
Yeah. Then wasn't that also the same night you got your DUI?
No, that was
I thought that was different.
That was when
okay. Yeah.
No, that was later. That was like a month later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were doing real hot.
Yeah, dude, I was super pissed off of it.
Yeah.
But it was, you know what? It gave me a lot of hunger.
For what?
To like just fucking be better. Like
those experiences.
Business stuff where I was like, man.
Yeah, like that. I got a DUI too, so we're DUI.
Yeah. What do you?
Partners in crime.
Yeah.
So I got a DUI last year for all you that don't know, and it was basically like just stupid. I blew a .18, so yeah, me. I was pretty fucked up. And then the cops, but I was still like, I knew, like, the weird thing about being drunk is that you're fully aware of what's going on around you, and like you think you're fine, but you're not.
Yeah.
But you like are fully aware, like you, unless you black out, because I did that a lot, like especially in college, I blacked out a lot. Like I was so stupid back then for doing all that, but whatever. But yeah, like basically you like are fully conscious of what's going on, and you can be yourself, but you have to try really hard.
Wait, you're
like,
focusing like right foot.
You have to like
left
you have to like focus on
like, breathe.
every action you do.
You're staring too long.
Fully thought out. You're like losing all your mental energy, which is because your brain is so.
You're like you're swaying too much.
Yeah,
like,
and so like they did the test, and I'm like, all right, I'm doing great. And then like, but I could tell. I looked at them, and they're just like whispering shit. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing so hot.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, the cops.
Hey there,
I was
officer.
super nice. Like I was still very polite, and I showed them respect because honestly, I was like, yeah, I'm caught. Like there's no getting out of this.
No, I fucked up on mine because I admitted to it. I was like, I drank.
No, I did too.
Yeah.
But I was just like trying to be as polite as possible because I knew that if I wasn't a dick to them, because they're used to that, most people, I would at least get the better scenario, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up being, I was just like, yeah, so, guys, yeah, I drink a lot. My bad. Like, can you guys do me a favor though?
You got me.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, can you guys do me a favor though? Can I call my mom to like come pick up my car? So they let me do that.
Yeah.
So my mom happened to answer, thank God, and like she came and got my car. So I avoided a couple $100 in like the tow.
Yeah.
At least, and then the cops, obviously I'm sure the report was pretty nice because when I got to court, the judge actually waived a lot of the fees.
Oh,
so
really?
I ended up not paying as much as normally people would.
That's
so
good.
I was like super happy.
And that's the key here. It's talking to people right. Be nice to people.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what happens if you're just like not an asshole. You're like polite and like actually give a fuck about people. Like being
polite is dude, that'll get you far. Because nobody wants to, like, somebody comes at you being rude, you don't know them, you're like,
yeah, I've done that too. And it's never a good thing.
If somebody's nice and like, hey, what's up? What are you in? Like, just being cordial, being nice. Hell yeah, people open up to you. Case in point.
Yeah, but yeah, so back to your point. Yeah, they definitely did help make me a little more like hungry. Like as far as like I need to do better. Like I needed to change my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I kind of did have that. Like for a while, like I ended up I was working for like this big like marketing firm called Smart Circle. They're like $1 billion company.
Smart Circle?
Yeah, so they're like a direct marketing firm, and I was like managing people, so I thought I was like doing well. And but I turned into an asshole a little bit because I was like, I was having like, I was in charge of people, and I was like running meetings and shit. And so I think a little bit of that got to my head.
You got a power trip?
A little bit, but I was still like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But like whenever the moment presented itself, where I had to make like a decision on like, for example, whether to keep somebody or not, I usually didn't go about it the most polite way. I was more like get the fuck out of here type of attitude,
Yeah.
And that's never good. And so I won't ever be that way anymore. But I guess I experienced that, and I saw the negativity that comes from the outcome of like having reacted that way to the situation, and it's not good. But when you react to the situation in a kind way, it always ends up being better, even if it's not immediate. Like later on, it does.
Yeah.
And so
not immediate gratification. It's just there.
And so, and in that time frame, I also got fat as fuck. Like I was like at 230, and so I was like, I need to like change my life. So I started working out a lot, and I lost I'm at 185 right now. So I lost, how much is that?
Wait, you started at what?
I was at 235, now I'm 185.
235, 185. I don't know. I don't know math.
It's
like 5?
No, it's
50 pounds.
It's 50 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I could have said that. But yeah. So, but it's.
Don't make me do math.
We need calculators. So yeah, it was. It's pretty good. Things have been good, man. Definitely feel better. I think I look better. Doing better.
Yeah. Dude, you look like a skinny dude, like a skinny tall dude.
Yeah. That's sick. That's what I've always wanted. So that's awesome. So yeah, I feel like as the years have gone by, things have actually gotten better for me because I feel like when I was a kid, I was just kind of very like didn't have a lot of common sense, and so it took me and I wasn't good with people. Like I don't know, because I was very
really
because I was very like self-conscious.
Oh, okay.
because I was fat. I grew up being fat, you know what I mean? And then I lost weight, and then all of a sudden, and then it's really weird. Like when you're self-conscious, you are afraid to like take risks, and you're afraid to like try to be yourself around people because you're afraid of not being accepted because you're already pretty self-conscious, you know? So you're like, I gotta do everything. You like kind of are a people pleaser as opposed to just like trying to be yourself, and then if people don't like you, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you need to have that attitude.
That's a huge trip at that age, dude. Because I remember going through that too, where it was like, you want to express yourself a certain way, and then it's like, oh wait, no, they're gonna think I'm lame if I say this or do that. Like,
and then when you later on you realize it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to impress people that don't even like me. So it's like, why am I gonna like be you? And then the people who like you, those are the ones that are gonna flock to you. I appreciate you. So
just like focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Same thing. Just focus on the people that give a shit about you and that you care about.
Yeah, dude. You know what? That's something I wanted to talk about. Where it's like taking care of your circle. Like, those are relationships. Those are friends. You gotta you have to like anything else. You have to give it time and attention too. Where it's like hey, dude, I haven't talked to you in like a while. I just wanted to call and say what's up. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Or if you guys can go, meet up, or just give them a gift. Be like, hey, dude, I know you're doing this. Here, like this is gonna help you. And they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I've been trying to get better at that too. Mm-hmm. It's like even like with some of my coworkers at my job, I try to like be kind to everybody and like obviously I'm doing good there, so I want to make sure that again nothing goes to my head. Like stay humble. Like do your thing and
sit down.
Just like do your job. Like because at the end of the day, I'm there to like to make money and to like obviously do well in life.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it only makes sense for me to like take care of the people around me because it's a team effort type of thing.
I forgot who it was that they were like whenever they fire somebody, he fires them in front of everybody.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he's like,
good or bad?
Like
Wait, who is this? Yeah, that'll let me know if it's good or bad. Or if it's
Grant Cardone.
Really? He fires them in front of everybody? Like, how?
Because he's like, we have a community here, and as soon as somebody defects, like somebody's...
Oh, yeah, then
it's a poison.
Happens.
Yeah, it's poison, and then it kills productivity. It kills, like, belief in each other, and that, like...
Yeah,
so
it's
a virus.
If you hide it. That would make sense, because then you're hiding, like, oh, what do you do? And then it creates gossip, and then, like, it creates a whole story as to.
And what's crazy, he says that like public shaming them teaches them a big lesson, but it also teaches the employees like, oh, you like don't be a fucking bad vibe or whatever. But it was an interesting perspective. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Like,
I would think you would want to do it behind closed doors, but I guess everybody has their own like management style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't know how comfortable I would feel doing that way. I'd be open to like firing quick instead of
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, firing quick, firing quack fast. Like, oh dude, you're not capable. I'm sorry. Like, just come back when you're ready.
Yeah, I mean that's also doing them a favor
Mm-hmm.
because then it's like look, bro, like you're obviously not going to do well at this job. You might as well like go find something else. I'll give you a recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Use me as a reference. All good. You're a good guy. Just don't belong at this job. Like some people, it's just big in sales too, or like in certain things. Like if you're just not prepared to go into a job, like you're not going to do well. So you might as well go get some more experience doing something a little easier or something. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Something that's more natural to you, because some people like when I used to work at the gym, it's a sales job. So like there was people coming in and out all the time, and it's like, oh, why are you doing this? Like you don't like people. You don't like this isn't for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, was you thinking that?
Yeah, because people were constantly complaining about their jobs, and it's like, if you don't want to be here, go work where you want to work.
Yeah, this goes down to what I was talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. Like, there are some people that are just like they think that having a job is like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, because don't even think this way at all. Like, it's like based on what the feedback I get, like for some people having a job is like literally a necessity that they have to have, but they don't want. You know what I mean? Like some people literally like every time I talk to them, like, oh, it's Monday, or like not even that. Like I'll talk to them, hey, how's your day going? They're like, it's Monday, or like, oh, do you think God it's Friday? Like that whole attitude.
Yeah, like party all weekend.
And then like they look forward to the weekend, which is and a lot of like social media, like like people and like especially Gary Vee. I'm a big fan of Gary Vee.
Yeah.
I follow his stuff, and he talks about that too, where like some people literally don't like their job, and they literally look forward to the weekend. But like one thing that I liked about what he said that made me like made it really click is like you work a lot. Like most of your life is work. Like obviously you might as well do something you enjoy, or at least you can like coming to while you like work on like your dream or like whatever it is you actually want to do, like because then you can do that on the side until you can kind of switch it, or like at least or maybe like replace it.
It's just like we were worrying about earlier, it's just working on something, being active fucking changes everything. Like I wrote it here. Nothing happens to you, it happens because of you.
But see, look, it looks backwards on this thing.
Oh, dang, it's mirrored, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
But that's what it said.
Yeah, so that's something that really like clicked in me, where I was always like, oh, I wish this, I wish that. Like, oh, I want this to happen. But it's like dude, you gotta go out and make it happen.
Yeah, you got I mean, I wish I used to believe in the whole like law of attraction thing. It's like literally like you think it and like it just happens. But no, you have to. It's good to think it because I think
there has to be a desire. Like it's two parts.
You have to know what you want. You have to like put it out there and like talk about it and like work towards it. But you have to be working towards it. You gotta like put in the work.
There's it links up with like the law of action. If you do something, if you make a movement, things will happen. So just go and move and do things. Yeah. That fresh cut though. Yeah, what's up, dude? You like it? I feel like I thought I'd be balder than this when if I would shave it down. Huh? Oh, go for it. Yeah.
It's good.
Do you feel like you're thinning out? I feel like I'm thinning out.
What do you mean? In my hair? No.
Yeah.
I think no.
No, you have a lot of thick hair.
I have a lot of hair. It's not going anywhere. I'm super excited.
Dude, band practice was so much fun.
Back in the it was fun.
Dude,
awesome. Yeah, it was sick.
I used to love playing Holy Wars all the time.
Yeah,
that was my favorite song. That was
a badass song to play.
Time signatures. It was just so much fun, dude. When like the bass is there, everybody's synced, and you guys are looking at each other like this shit's like you feel the music, and you're like, oh fuck, this is cool.
That shit was fun. Man.
Or those jam sessions. Remember that band that invited us, older guys like Elfion?
They were like power metal band. And they invited us to like I don't know if we played with them, but we just like hung out and like we played our songs, they played theirs, and then me and the other drummer were like having a little drum session, but I still wasn't really that good at that time, so I was just like fucking doing like I was literally like within like 2 minutes I did everything that I knew how to do.
I'm all out, dude. I'm all out.
Yeah, but I kept like repeating stuff, but he kept going because he'd been playing for like 30 years. He was really good.
Damn, dude, that was cool. I remember that. Did you ever play any venues?
Yeah.
Oh, you played with the band after our band kind of like
dismantled. Yeah, I played with Lewis. We had a band called Exalt. It was me.
Oh, that's
Lewis,
right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And a bass player, Chris. And we played a couple backyards. Like Chris. We played like 3 or 4 backyards. And then we played one venue.
That was super cool, dude. Because I remember, I was like, oh man, they're super dedicated. I was like, fuck, I wish I was more dedicated.
Yeah, I loved playing. Like it literally was my favorite thing to do as a teenager was play the drums. Like I loved it. Like I like literally all day. That's all I thought about.
Yeah, because you didn't skateboard or anything, huh?
No, I never.
No, I was either skateboarding or music.
Yeah.
And then, where I was like, fuck, I want to skate. But I want to be at their level too, where they're playing and they're super.
Yeah, see, sacrifices. Like I was literally, I was willing to also. Because I did get a lot of like formal training because I was in
you were in drumline
school. So and I learned how to read music and I had teachers and like I was like I learned like real like technique.
You always had your sticks and your little pad and you just be.
Yeah, I'd always be practicing. I would come home and practice for 5 hours every day or 4 to 5 hours.
Dude, that was so crazy. Like your little apartment, but then you had your own little room to drum. That shit would get loud. I remember.
Loud, yeah.
And hot.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, the only reason I stopped playing was because we lost that house. Unfortunately, shit happened, and we lost the house, and then we didn't have to move to a little apartment. And so I was like, "Fuck, I can't play anymore." And so I stopped, and I sold the drum set. But then I'm glad that happened because I ended up getting into business. So I learned a new skill set. I learned sales and like marketing and stuff. And then now I'm getting back into music again, but with music production. Yeah. So it's like, it all comes full circle. And then I can do a lot of stuff on the drums here on the laptop with the software that a lot of producers can't do because they don't really play the drums. Mm-hmm. And so
they don't know the time signatures.
Yeah, I'm learning to play the keyboard and stuff like that, and I'm getting lessons from a buddy of mine on production. So I guess, at the end of the day, we still have a lot of time to explore new things. So there's no reason.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
What?
Huh?
What is?
All that.
What?
Oh, it's from Family Guy.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And it's a great way to stay in shape. I don't know. Me and Angel do it all the time.
That's fucking cheesy.
Yeah, dude. I used to love when you would leave your drums at my house.
Oh yeah, you would just play all day.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
man.
dude, it was so much fun. It was like, I still did this. Like, dude, I'm so happy you told me they just built a Guitar Center like right over there. I'm gonna be there a lot because all the Guitar Centers and Sam Ashes are like really far from where I live, so it's like a bitch. And then by the time I get off work, they're usually closed because it takes me a long time.
What's the closest? Is there like a Sam Ash in Downey or Bellflower?
In La Puente.
La Puente.
But it's like a long drive. But the place you're talking about is literally like off the fraction of the time. Like it would take me 7 minutes to get there. Something like that.
It's like halfway point to here, no?
Yeah.
Damn.
So that'd be sick. Yeah, so dude. I'll be able to play. Fun. Yeah, man. So other than that, how are things going with? What else should we talk about? I mean, how's life? What are these people saying? Life is good. So we got over here.
You're getting old, Tony. Never die though. Legends never die though. What's up?
When do you feel like the way people change began? Because like back in the day, people used to be generous, and now no one gives a handshake or compliments. Well, bro, how the fuck do you know that?
Because
like, you didn't grow up 20 years ago.
You know what though? It's also
like, but see, this is the thing. Like, people think that like, back in the 1920s, like, like you weren't alive in the 1920s. You're looking at pictures. Like,
videos.
How do you know what it was? Yeah, like how do you know how it really was? You weren't there.
Yeah, nobody will ever really know unless they've experienced it. But I think with like videos and there's a lot of like every generation always goes, oh, back in my days, it was the shit.
Yeah, we're all gonna think that.
The next generation is gonna be like, oh, back in my days.
Yeah, every generation had the next generation. Like, but I mean, so I don't know. Like, I guess
they probably hear it or
something. Like to answer his question, like Angel Days or whatever. I fucking still find people that are generous and kind and shake my hand like all the time. But I'm looking for it. You're like that's what I mean.
Exactly.
I noticed those things.
I have noticed that yes, there's been a lot less people. I think with the phones, they're just looking down all the time. But also, nobody don't wait for somebody to do it. Like you do it. Like, hey, how are you?
Up, bro? Like,
my name's Anthony. What like, oh yeah,
yeah, and now you guys know each other. So the next time he sees you, he's gonna say hi. Guess what? Because you took the initiative. Some people are afraid to meet new people, or they're like, or like I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where, like for example, in my office space, we have an office here, and there's another office there. We have nothing to do with each other. We're a marketing type of company. Mm-hmm. They're an engineering firm. Very different people. Some of them are kind of weird, to be honest. They're very
they're engineers.
Really smart people.
Logic robots.
Yeah. And some of them are cool though. But so like one guy, he's from Greece. His name's Georgios. And me and him get along good. And he talks like that. He talks like this. Oh, hey Ricardo, how you doing?
He looks like the Snapchat filter.
I don't know which one that.
No, the one with the guy and the girl.
I've not seen it.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it's great.
Oh man, this thing doesn't turn on. Damn it!
Yeah, his phone's dead, so he's.
All right, my phone's dead right now.
Yeah, perfect.
Let this charge.
Perfect timing. So, like, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah.
Before the night's over. Before the night's over, girl, you getting a makeover, baby.
Oh wait, you're talking about the Snapchat filter with the girl? where you can be a girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about something else because that what does that have to do with Georgios?
Because no, there's one where you can be a guy too.
Oh,
It'll change your face. It gives you like a stubby beard like this, or actually thicker than this, and then it like makes you look like this.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's
Sorry, was going into character.
So yeah. Anyway, so we're different people, but I would say hi whenever I'd see him in the hallway. I'd say hi first. Be like, hey, what's up, man? You know, what do you guys do over there? Or like, oh, what made you want to be an engineer? And then we start talking, and then some of them end up being cool, some of them do end up being lame. But I'll still say hi.
That's something I always really enjoyed about you too. Even growing up, you were always really polite with people. Like if they were friends, you'd be like, whatever. But you were always like, hey, dude, you alright? Like you would joke around, but make sure that people were okay.
Well, yeah, because we were always drunk as fuck, and like I would be, and some of them genuinely looked like, I was like, whoa, are you okay? Like, you know?
But even beyond that, like in smaller things, I would notice you're very like, you're just very helpful with people. So I was like, I was like, oh man, Ricardo's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a memory I had. That brings us to our first sponsor. Oh no. I wish I had sponsors.
Yeah, so this is our sponsor. Why do you have this? So yeah, we're actually sponsored by USB.
No, I
got their new fucking article.
Dude, you want to see my vision board?
Look, it's backwards for a bit.
Dude, let me show you my vision board. I just did it yesterday.
Oh yeah, I have one of those too. It's in my car. I don't know why it's in my car.
I haven't put it together, but it's all of these images here.
What? This is a fucking okay.
Yeah, so I haven't put it together.
You don't have a vision board.
I just cut out all the things I want.
No, you don't have a vision board, Anthony.
I have the pictures to it.
You're showing me. Look, like,
I'm gonna show it to them.
Look. No, you need to make it right now. You need to get some fucking crazy glue and put this bitch together.
All right, guys. Today you're gonna learn about vision boards.
Yeah, backwards.
Everybody needs one.
Yeah, so you won't be able to read any of it because it's all backwards.
Yeah, just mirror your vision.
Why does the Mac do that? Why can't you just have it like be regular?
I think I could mirror the image.
Yeah, let's do that. Fuck this.
That's fine. I really don't care.
No,
it's not a big deal.
All right, fine.
And then it's live, so it's like me. I don't want to
log off to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
for these two people, which I love and I appreciate.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you want to say about vision boards?
They're cool. Oh wait, I'm using mine. There was the other one. So what are these? So what is?
Those are filters here. Oh, emojis. Logic guys.
What else? Logic guys. Logic guys. When?
Oh, he said something about me looking like Logic.
Oh, like the rapper.
Yeah. All right. Vision boards.
Okay.
What do you have on yours?
I have a drum set in a big stadium. Performing, that'd be sick. I also have a really cool laptop. I already got that. So I guess that got taken care of. I also had. That's
the cool part. Like it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it wasn't the exact one that was on there, but this is really cool. Also, so sometimes that's another thing I noticed is that sometimes you don't get exactly what's on the picture, but you get something that is like, oh, this is what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's either like on the same level of what you wanted or better.
Yeah. So yeah, for example, a couple years back, I had a vision board and I wanted like this really dope. Like I still want a BMW because they're like my favorite like cars.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, they're dope, but I mean they're also expensive. If I bought one now, I'd be stupid. Like I wouldn't be able to afford it. In the long run, because the maintenance is outrageous.
Hey, what? You just gotta make more money.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, it'd be stupid.
Oh.
But later, obviously, I'm gonna make more money. So fine. But as right now, so I had a picture of a black BMW, and I ended up getting a black fucking Chevy Malibu, which is really cool.
Nice.
I love that car.
I had one of those.
It looks exactly like it, but just with different logo.
Yeah.
But it's exact. It looks very, very, very similar. Mm-hmm. That was pretty interesting. So anyway, I got this. I had a laptop on there. I also had myself like in a lot better shape, but like a lot more muscular. Like I kind of have some muscle, but I've been doing a lot of cardio because I was trying to burn fat. But now I'm gonna start lifting heavy.
Dude, you would do cardio all the time.
No, but then I got fat. Now I'm doing cardio. Now I'm doing more weights.
No, but when you first lost the weight, like,
oh yeah, because that's all I needed.
you ran all the time. You were
Yeah.
always running, dude. You were like Forrest Gump, like, come here, okay, ready for practice. I'm warmed up.
Because I was really trying to lose weight. I was like, I'm done.
You're so committed. You're decided, like,
I was
fuck
like,
this fat body.
yeah. So
Damn.
so now I think I look alright again. Actually, I think I look better. I'm actually in the best shape I've ever been my whole life.
Yeah, that's good.
Like literally the best. So I'm like working on getting better, keeping it going. You know, I go to the gym every morning. I show up late a lot, later than I would want to. I'm like, all right, I'll be there at 6.
Yeah.
6:40. I'm there. You know, but I'll still do everything I need to do. But I would want to also do some extra stuff and like not be rushing. You know what I mean? Because I do that a lot. But I still get everything I need to get done. So I guess that is good. You know, I'm not like missing out on anything.
Yeah, that's always good. I forgot where I was gonna go with this.
Me too. So let's go somewhere else.
So back to this. We were talking about
the vision board. All right. So I just push it for the crap. Like just like stuff that I want to see.
So what a vision board is you just put pictures of what you want in your life, whatever you want it represents. Find an image for it, whether it's, you know, you want material things, you want happiness, you want, you know, confidence, you want I don't know, anything, emotions. However, you're designing your life with pictures.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And it's just it's a visual tool, so you're constantly reminded, like, okay, that's the target. That's what I want to see. So I got a lot of text this time. I usually get a lot of pictures, but I think I'm gonna, because I have some, so I'm gonna add it to it. But I want to learn to fly helicopters. I think that'd be cool. Own a helicopter.
Why do you want to learn to fly a helicopter?
It just seems cool. Like,
yeah, actually, you know,
like have a helicopter. And
that would be sick.
Because I fly a drone, so I know how it moves. So I'm like, dude,
it's sick to do that in real life.
Yeah, because it's so precise maneuvering. Like whip around this and then you up. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, oh shit, if you're like super cool and you can do a lot if you're in it. It'd be a fun ride.
Oh, it would be a fun ride.
I got a watch.
What kind of watch?
It is Edifice Cardi.
Why do you want the watch?
Casio. Because it looks cool, dude. I want a baller ass watch. I want a Rolex, but I couldn't find any Rolexes in the magazine. So
you know you could have printed one out, right?
I had a ton of magazines.
Yeah, might as well use them.
Yeah, better than whatever else come out with.
Right.
And then
what's that?
My titanium card. Hey, what's up, dude? Just want to process my card?
What's a titanium card?
It's like a black card, but it has lower interest.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. You know what a black card is?
Yeah.
Dude, when I found out I was like, damn. I saw a dude pay with something with once, and I was like, what do you do? That shit's crazy. I want to also learn to play polo.
Like with the horses and shit?
Yeah.
Like real life polo?
Yeah.
Damn. You fancy, huh?
I don't know. It looks cool. You're on a fucking horse. You just.
Yeah, that would be fun. You know how to ride a horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's step one. All right.
Go to this place. What is it, Nordic Lights?
Oh, dude, the Northern Lights? Fuck
yeah.
That's in Iceland. I would love to do that. That'd be sick. That's actually one of the things I want to do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That'd be awesome.
I also want to buy a little airplane like this. And just.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You take that shit to Iceland.
Hell yeah. A bunch of these are like fitness stuff. Bam.
Nice. You want to be in the army?
Not in the army. That's the only thing I didn't like. I might black that out. It's like, I don't want to.
I'm joking.
I don't want to fight wars.
No, man, that's sick. That's just be in really, really good shape.
Sports car.
Yeah, even this guy said Tony is a fancy boy. Yeah, he sure is. Look at him. Oh, he wants that fucking bag. Why do you want that fucking bag?
It's a camera bag.
Oh.
And then it has with a 20,100 mAh battery and 3 charging ports, including one for the laptops compatible with USB like a MacBook Pro. The Energy Pro is a techie's travel companion. Seamless cable guide lead from the battery pocket into 7 other compartments, preventing knots and clutter. I was like, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
travel,
cool.
Edit. McLaren.
McLaren, damn. What, an orange one though?
No, this is just the picture that was there.
You're gonna end up getting an orange car.
McLaren's a McLaren. I could always paint it.
That's true.
Ooh, motorcycle, but this kind, like this.
That's pretty dope. I like that.
Son.
Yeah, motorcycles look badass. I don't know how to ride one, but they look cool.
My neighbor has one.
Really?
And I'm always like, when he's walking away, like, fuck, I want a bike. Though. That looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
Going through traffic. New cameras. What else do we got here? Oh, I want to go traveling with like my friends. Just have like a dude's trip into the mountains. One of them dies, we eat them. You know, whatever. Just something fun like that.
Help me out.
Yeah. In my lifetime, I want to go to space.
Dude, yes. You know, you can eventually you'll be able to pay to go to space, like it's a tour.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's a tour of the atmosphere. Sick.
That's gonna be sick.
That'd be sick.
A lot of these are words. Nothing really. Oh, some fancy food. Yeah, dude. You know what? I do want fancy shit.
Yeah.
I do want fancy shit.
You do.
You know what I'm scared of? Like I want luxuries, nice things, material things, but I want to be humble. Like I don't want to be.
Like a dick.
I don't want to be like a.
Well, besides material things, what else do you want?
So
what would you want? Like that's the stuff that's gonna be like on you or like your gear. But what do you want your life to be like? I think that's the whole point of
adventures.
Okay.
This is a sailboat. There was a dude here.
Oh, so you want to be like? Oh, yeah.
I want to have good friends, close friends. See all the emotional stuff. I cut out things. Quantum Leap. Well, Emirates. I want to fly on Emirates. Being a boss. Making history is hard work. Keep pushing. Winner. You play to win. Consult the experts, which would be moi, because I'd be an expert. Big deal. Pay for itself. The crown. Lighter feeling. That's all I got. And then surfing. Some workout stuff. Yo, bro.
What's that? Oh, what is that?
He's catching the wave, bro.
Oh. He's surfing.
Yeah. But, yeah. And it's a great way to stay in shape. You see how that worked? Yeah. Terrible. Okay, so, what would you say is a morning routine of somebody who is was a go-getter?
Go-getter?
Yeah.
Click snooze, bro. Go back to sleep.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Just like get some fucking sleep.
Damn.
About to get this nap. No, so I don't know. I mean, dude, what do I know, bro? I'm trying to be a go-getter, but I'm not like. Also, like you can always like go on YouTube and look up stuff that other people do that are doing well, and everybody has a different thing, though. You know what I mean? It's hard to like pin down like. Because some people are like, yeah, wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, fucking, like climb a mountain, they go to work. And then, and some people are like, I wake up, like, I fucking wake up, eat breakfast, and I go to work. And then they do other things that are go-getter-ish.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own thing. So I think it's just like, what do you want to do that you think is going to get you where you want? Like that's what you're getting. That's what you're going to get. What do you want? And then you got to build your morning and your routine around that, because everybody's is different. I think
everybody gets what they ask for, what they want. Like if you're saying you want to be rich, but you're not putting in that like rich effort, where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna lay in bed and business is gonna come to me. No, dude, you gotta go out and prospect. You gotta build clients. You have to generate an income somehow, a service, or something. Like, dude, if you gotta like massage people's backs and like fuck it, whatever you need to do,
to make money,
make money, create money, and if you're in bed, that's it. Okay, so that's if you're
joking, by the way.
What
about the whole snoozing thing?
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right.
You thought it was the like?
No, because you're definitely like going hard off of that. Like, yeah, dude, if you're in bed, not happening.
Yeah. Well, I say it because I feel like I'm speaking out of like for myself, where it's like I was just being lazy.
Yeah,
like I was being lazy.
I've definitely been there.
Yeah, it's like
you're like negative, and you're like, oh, fuck life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, dude, laziness is such a killer, and I get so lazy sometimes. But
well, you think you're the only one? I think everybody gets
yeah,
lazy.
everybody gets
even the most. I guarantee you, even the most like productive people get lazy, but then they like snap themselves out of it probably because whenever I'm feeling lazy, I try to snap myself out and then need to get shit done. So just,
the coolest thing you taught me was you showed me a video where you do the tapping on this thing.
Oh, I haven't done that in years.
That helped me though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, you tap this nerve here, this nerve here. You got nerves here that you tap.
It was for like anxiety, stress.
Yeah, supposedly you were feeling. I don't even remember. You're supposed to have this fucking thing and like these right here.
The Callahan technique.
Callahan technique. That's what it's called. And then it's supposed to make you feel better because you're tapping those nerves that release like chemicals in your body. Or
it's you're like rewiring the thought like.
Yeah, you're supposed to give yourself like positive affirmations. Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of that's true, but
it helped me.
Yeah, if it was for some people, it's all placebo.
Yeah, if it was placebo, then fuck it, dude.
Okay, I'll take it. Those placebos.
I got what I was looking for.
Yeah,
so it worked for me.
Yeah, so that stuff I haven't done it in years. I forgot all about it. Thanks for reminding me. That's sick. I got that from. I used to, I don't know, watch a lot of videos on like seminars and stuff like that. So it was in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Good shit, bro. Let's see what else is on here.
Oh yeah, what do you want to
routines of go-getters? I think, yeah, just there's so many things out there. Look for successful people, routines, and try a couple different ones out. See what works best for you. Like, there's not a one size fits all. Like just about reflect what you said was like, some people get up at 4 a.m. and they have to go to the gym and be working all day. Where there's people that like Jeff Bezos. I mean, now he can afford it, but he's like, every day, 8 hours a night.
Yeah.
Get rest.
Yeah. I like that.
So, you just got to find what works for you. Whatever gives you results.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. Whatever gives you results.
Sick.
Boom. Health. Any life hacks?
What? Like, I've heard that term before, but what? Like,
life hacks is how to make things easier, like in your life. Like, if you, what would be a life hack?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, what things that you found recently that you're like, will like give you a shortcut to things, or like, I guess you discovered something that's like awesome that would help you.
It just makes it easier.
Life hacks.
Like, so like a life hack would be the door's locked and you don't have a key to get in, so you put tape over it so it doesn't click. Life hack.
Oh, okay, cool. And then if somebody happens to be walking by and they they'll definitely they don't have to drive where you are to your house.
I've always wanted to do a Home Alone scenario.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, oh man, I'm gonna put all these traps and they're gonna fall. It's gonna be great.
Okay, that is a good life hack though. Like if you don't have your keys for whatever reason. What else? Also, so one of my friends that's doing very, very well. His name's Daltrey. He's like a co-owner of a company called WebJoint. Mm-hmm. They are doing very well, and so 4 years ago they were like a startup, and they were like nobody. They're in the cannabis industry, and so now 4 years later they're doing really well. Like they are probably going to be a very successful company. Not that they aren't already, but you know what I mean? And one of the things he told me about like working hard is that it's not so much about working hard like every minute of the day and like fucking grinding shit out. It's more about like you should work hard towards meeting people. Yeah, even if it's like, for example, like it could be as simple as if you like work hard towards meeting your next client. You know what I mean? Like get to that next person that's gonna pay you. Yeah. Or in his case, it's like if I want to meet like the CEO of a company that I'm trying to get as a client. Okay, how do I do that? Yeah. Because I don't want to just go up to him because he's gonna view me as like some fucking loser because I'm like a salesperson trying to approach him. You know what I mean? And he gets approached enough already, I'm sure. So his thing was like they would go to a lot of like events and like
be near them.
Yeah, just because everybody sets up booths, and their clients are like cannabis brands or shit like that. So he would meet the salespeople first, or like people that are at his level first, become friends with them, and then over time, as things went on, he ended up like meeting other people at the same company, and they introduced that. Then oh, this is so and so, and then we got introduced, and then eventually got introduced to the CEO.
Nice.
Of like certain companies, and so it's better that way because now this guy's just one of us. He knows my friends.
It's working your referral base kind of.
Yeah, that's networking.
Yeah.
It's just going through the
connecting the dots.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. That's awesome. Man.
Yeah, so that's a good life hack. So and the reason I bring up somebody else's story is because I don't know that I have too many. Like I think, or maybe I do, but I just don't view myself as someone that should give advice right now. Maybe in a couple of years when I'm doing better.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm like.
But I mean, you've gotten yourself this far.
Yeah. True.
So what have you learned in that from what from your experiences?
Okay. I think probably the biggest thing would be what we already talked about, just being kind, even if you're in a position of power, don't power trip, just try to keep yourself grounded, no matter how much money you're making or if you're doing better than other people around you. Even if people are being negative, but you have to be around them because they're coworkers or whatever, just try to, I guess try to just hear them out, but you don't have to take everything they say as what you should think too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially if they're saying negative shit. You can hear them out, be like, oh yeah, that sucks, but then it doesn't have to penetrate your thought process. Yeah.
I hear you, but I don't agree, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, I'm sure it depends how negative it is. If there's one thing being negative, there's another thing just kind of being in a bad mood every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's different.
Man. That's crazy stuff. Moods. Well, because that's what I've been thinking about too. In relationships, there's always really awesome times, and there's also some really bad times. It's just
fuck. Everybody has that.
That'll never end.
It'll always be good and bad times depending on what happens.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, pretty sad.
But so you said you were dating, or you were kind of getting to know somebody, but you're like, nah.
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, I'm not really dating anybody right now. I've been single for a minute. I'm trying to just focus on me right now, and obviously, I'll still talk to girls, but I'm not dating anybody in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I do want to be probably by the end of this year. I'm trying to get my own place closer to LA where I work, so I'm trying to find a stable situation to be in before I bring another person into that. I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'd rather have my shit together. Because then I think I'll be able to attract a really awesome girl too.
Yeah, you gotta build the nest, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta build the nest so you can bring the birdie home.
Just the fuck up. Where did you hear that?
My dad.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. Right, those are years of wisdom right there.
She needs a home to come home to. So it's fuck. All right. Hard work, and then you get a garage. But actually, okay. So we were talking about it earlier. What was it like when you moved out? Moving out of your parents' house and being on your own.
So that happened when I was 19, I think. 20, something like that. So I was living at my mom's house, and then we ended up moving to that apartment after we lost the house. And so I was working I was going to Cal State LA, and I was working for LA's Best. And it was awesome at first because I loved working with kids. After a while, I got really just not the best. Because you're dealing with kids all day. And kids are assholes. I love them. I loved every single one of those kids, but kids have bad moods too.
Yeah.
And kids get into, and then they don't think as logically as we do. Okay, I should respect each other's feelings. They'll say shit to each other, and then it's a chain reaction where the whole class is just fucked up.
Man.
And I don't know. I was an immature guy too at the time, so I didn't know how to fucking calm them down. So sometimes get out of my heads.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't the best coach. I was a very kind person to them, and I'm sure I left a good example because when I left that job, when I was going to my next college, a lot of them cried and we took a big picture together. And
nice.
They all oh, we're gonna miss you and stuff so I know that I at least made a good impact on them.
Yeah.
Even the kids that were bad sometimes. they even reacted that way. So I know that, in a sense, that was good to them. So my point is, at that time, I was like, fuck, man, I need to get out of this situation.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. So this all has a point to it. This is just like, so this is the backstory as to how I ended up moving out. So
Chapter 2.
So this is scene 2. So basically, I ended up, one of my friends was going to UC Riverside, where I went to next. He was in a fraternity, and he would invite me to a lot of like their parties and stuff, and like we went to EDC and a bunch of raves. I got into raving really hard.
Oh, dude, you took me to my first rave.
I did? Which one?
I think it was like in San Diego.
Oh, you went to that?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit! I just remembered you were there too.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That was fuck. I forgot
The bingo players.
Yeah, bingo players
Garrett
played.
Williams,
Porter Robinson was there.
Robinson.
It was fucking awesome.
I was like, oh my god, this shit's crazy.
Really dope. I still want to go to those. But anyway, so he introduced me to a lot of like, and he was living on his own because he moved out immediately after high school to live on his own in college. And I was kind of jealous of that. Not jealous, but I was more like, that's awesome. That's sick that you're doing that. I want to do that. Yeah. It was more of a good example of what you could do because he was one of my friends. And so I was like, I decided to transfer to that school, and I was going to live on my own, and so I did. So
whatever happened to him?
I'll tell you that later. It was
Gotcha.
a whole big deal. But yeah, so we ended up, I ended up moving there, and I stayed at the dorms. I was living on my own. It was pretty cool, and it was fun. Like, living on your own is a whole different experience because you don't have to really answer to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, everything you do is on you, and it's because of you, and it's your responsibility to take care of your shit. And so at one point, I was living on my own at that college, but I went there for the wrong reasons. Like, I went there just to party. That was my mindset. I didn't go for the education. So
dude, you're a big party boy at that time. I remember.
And I wasn't even doing it like good. Like, I was shit. I mean, it was weird.
Crazy times.
See, I'm crossing my leg because I got uncomfortable there. I was like, it was just a really weird time in my life where like it could have been handled a lot better, But it is what it is.
Jinx.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so living on your own is awesome if you are responsible. So I ended up having to move back into my mom's apartment after I left that school. So I did not end up finishing because I wanted. So in that time frame, my mom was having a lot of trouble financially, and we did end up getting evicted from the place. So she was going to get evicted a lot sooner. So I ended up moving back in with her, and so I left school. And I also at that time I had gotten into. You had introduced me to like New Skin.
Oh yeah.
So we were doing like.
That's right.
Yeah, we were doing
network marketing.
Yeah, and we met a lot of very very rich people, and so they definitely changed my mindset on like what's possible in life. Because at that time I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do, and then they introduced and they took me to all kinds of places, and like it was dope. Like they really really taught me.
It about, really like, shifts business. Your life.
Yeah, it really shifted my mindset, and like I started thinking about business, and so my mindset was I wanted to run my own business. And so at one point I was at that school, and I stopped partying, and I'm like, what do I want to do? Like, why am I here? Because I kept running, because I realized that like school is basically going to morph me into like an employee. You know what I mean? Like it's going to, you're there to study a job, like skill sets for a specific job. And I didn't want to do the job that I was studying. Like I was studying psychology, like I didn't want to be a therapist, but I was just doing it because psychology sounded cool.
It was interesting.
It was interesting, but I still read a lot of psychology because I'm in sales now and marketing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm still studying that. And so I ended up like doing a lot of research on like business owners and like successful, like, and I was a huge Steve Jobs fan for a while. Like I even read his biography. I ended up reading a lot of articles, watching a lot of videos of like successful like entrepreneurs and stuff. And a lot of them said that, like, like you're not going to learn that in college. Like, you should go out and just do it. And, like, and one of them especially said that, that like, you should get into sales because 1 year or, like, something like 2 years of sales is equivalent to, like, 4 years of, like, a communication degree or, like, education. that you could get out of any college. And it's true, and I truly do believe that because I'm way better at communicating with people now because of sales, because it forces you to be good at it. Otherwise, you'll fail. You know, and so yeah, I did that.
It's a good tool too because you'll always use it.
Yeah, and then all it is really talking to people, telling them, letting them explain
Sales
why.
is communicating, getting convincing, persuading to get what you want.
Yeah, and then helping the other person get what they need too.
Yeah.
You know, it
To
has
win.
to work both ways. Otherwise, you're like a sleazy salesman.
Yep.
You're just pushing a product that people don't need, but you're trying to like guilt them into buying it. That's not good. I did that for a while too.
Dude, remember the Vima thing?
Oh, fuck that shit.
I remember you stopped a party once.
Oh, it was great. I love
dude,
that.
That was ballsy, dude.
It was like one of those things where I wanted to take a risk, but it was the wrong risk to take.
It was a learning
It
experience.
was a great learning experience.
You learned a hard learning experience.
Don't do that. Like,
dude, oh my god. Dude, this was so crazy. We were at Zoe's house.
Yeah. No,
she was, dude, yeah. Fuck. Oh man.
Right,
so we were at this party. I invited you, and there was probably like
20 people, something like that.
Around 20 people, and then you go, all right, guys, let me get your attention, please.
No way.
Please. Quiet down, please. I want to show you guys something. And
that was super. I really believed in that shit. I was like, dude, you guys need to hear about this. Like, this is amazing. What's going on?
Yeah.
But I just crashed.
You pitched the whole room that wasn't like.
It was a cold audience. Like, they had no idea what the fuck who I was or anything.
You're like, if you want to be this, you gotta do this now, or if not, this guy made 10 like.
Yeah,
on the laptop and.
Yeah. But even he told me like, yeah, bro, like you should have like set it up or like done it differently.
Yeah.
But it was this guy named Francisco that I met that I really, really liked this dude. He taught me a lot too. He was a smart kid. And like he had made like $5,000 in 1 month at this company, and it was like network marketing, so he had recruited a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't know, that was a experience too.
But even then, look, out of the group, you got like 3 people to listen to you.
Yeah, I had a little team. Yeah.
So that, that's what it is. It's taking those risks and like, all right, here's what I have to offer, and then they listen to you for a reason. So it's.
Well, yeah, because I was just talking out of my ass. Like I was such a like.
Dude. Oh, go. Sorry.
That comes back down to like selling a dream. Like I don't want to sell a dream anymore. I want to sell something realistic.
Yeah.
Well, not realistic. But I want to. If I'm gonna sell somebody on a dream of like what life could be like for them, it has to be something that I've done myself. Otherwise, there's no point. Like I can't just like be like, yeah, this other person did it. Like no, like it has to be my own.
Your own story.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just kind of like piggybacking off of somebody else's success to try and get people to do what I want. And that's what network marketing is.
Mm-hmm.
Is like piggybacking off of somebody else in order to try and get people to follow you. And after a while, I realized that I don't like that.
Damn, I just did that with the Gary Vee thing today.
Whatever, dude. It is what it is, you know.
And I remember that night where I was like, damn, everybody's turning on him. Where that girl was like, I'm a nurse, and she started reading some stuff. And
you were there too?
I was there.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
it was a whole, and then it was just a whole, mess. I've had any business horror stories.
Those were them. Yeah, that's it. Actually, no, I have more.
Let me tell you.
But I've had some good experiences too. Like, so anyway, after I was living with my mom for a while. Back after left school, I was working and trying to like help her out, and then I ended up finding the job at Smart Circle, which is that company. They're like a really big direct marketing firm. Their clients are like DirecTV and Home Depot, and really big companies. Yeah.
Is that what you're working with now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Remember that guy's house that I took you about, Larry Tenenbaum, that billionaire that took you to his house?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was the owner of that company. So
what did they sell there? What was it?
They're a direct marketing firm. So they basically For example, like for DirecTV, one of their clients, they have like guys inside of Sam's Club. Like, do you ever walk into Sam's Club and see a guy with a DirecTV shirt selling DirecTV shit, like packages? That's what they do. But that gets them a lot of business. That's like direct, and it's people like selling on the spot, like deals. And so
here's
really
the form, and here's this.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be there on Monday.
We have a whole like system. Like we have a 5 steps to a conversation, and like they talk about law of averages, and that was a whole different way of looking at business for me when I went into that company, because it's a lot more about like you have to hustle. It's all about like like conversations and like closing a deal and like impulse and building impulse in people, and like it was all B2C. It was working with consumers, because consumers
B2C is business to consumer.
Yeah.
For those who don't know.
Yeah, so B2C is basically like a whole different thing from B2B, because now I'm in B2B.
Business to business.
Yeah, so now I work for another, we're like a data company / marketing firm, and like we talk to people in business. We sell them like emails. Like if they're trying to buy like bulk emails to email people that are like their ads, we sell that. We sell to a lot of like telemarketing rooms that like that's when they get their phone numbers from us, and there's a bunch of data companies. So if you ever get a telemarketing call, they probably bought it from either us or
fuck you, man.
Yeah, but it really works. Like some companies, that's how they, especially like.
Dude, I get so many scam likely calls every day.
Yeah, there are a lot of scammers out there, but I mean, they don't. We don't really. We try to avoid them whenever possible. Like I'm sure. Like with just like any other company, like some slip through the cracks, but we get a lot of fraudulent like deals try to come in. Like one time I had this motherfucker try to fucking pretend he was some dude. He even built a fake website on like Squarespace or some shit, and had a fake picture of like.
He's a con artist.
Yeah, and he sent us, and I'm sure he found this guy's like ID and like credit card,
that's
because
crazy.
He sent us a screenshot of the front and back of the card. So we were like, but it was like for $18,000 he was trying to get worth of our data, and but I was like from the beginning I was like, this sounds sketch, like because I never talked to him on the phone first. He emailed me, which we do business through email a lot, but it was just the way he was doing it. And then I was like, yeah, in order for me to like proceed with this, I need to get you on the phone. Like, call me, and he called me, and then the line was super like staticky, and then he had, I mean, most of the scammers unfortunately are guys from India. Like, I'm sorry, that's most of them. Like, and just like most of the scammers are guys from India. I don't know, they're trying to make it happen out there because shit's bad. Yeah. But so he was very thick accent, and then he very staticky line, and I was like, yeah, this is fake as fuck. And so we ended up discarding it and marked it as fraud. But that happens, and so I'm sure there are companies where the sales rep is dumb or the management is dumb, and they just seek the.
Yeah, what are the things that like don't reveal any personal information, right?
What do you mean?
Like if I'm gonna need your account, this one.
No, like they were trying to buy from us, so they gave us a fake credit card and fake ID.
Oh, because I've seen videos where somebody calls like, "Hey, this is the IRS," and you go.
That's different. Those are the people that would like get slipped through the cracks and end up buying like phone numbers from names and phone numbers from like a company like us, and they are trying to get fraudulent transactions like that. So that shit sucks. There are a lot of scammers out there in every business. Even like if you were running a social media company, like you're trying to do, you would probably get some people like trying to buy some of your services or some of your products, and then it ended up being fraud, and then you get fucked. Like that happens. Businesses have to be very careful about that. Yeah. But anyway,
I remember actually too where I was like, I was prospecting on Craigslist, and then somebody responded where they're like, "Oh, we're looking for somebody who can help us with Facebook.
Yeah.
Like run the campaigns and all that." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like let me meet with you on whatever day." Show up, and the guy's like, "Yeah, well, like we just need to get a ton of leads," and like he was telling me how they do it. I don't remember, but I know there's something like they would change their name, like they were operating with different names, and like he's basically telling like, yeah, we fuck people, like we get them to sign the stuff. Sometimes they're ignorant, they don't know what's up, so we just like, oh, you're gonna go to jail or something, like really high pressure sales. And I was like, I don't want to work with you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I'm the right fit for what you're looking for. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, because there's things that's like, they're shady, dude. Hello. Oh, you mind?
Sure.
Yeah, the bottom one.
Hey. What's
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
¿Sí conoces Ricardo?
Yeah.
We meet.
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Ay, perdón que no te he contestado. Ay.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah,
You guys, girls get mad if you don't give them attention, so give them a lot of attention. You want to come by?
Yeah, here, sit down. So this is Anthony's girlfriend.
This is my girlfriend.
Hello.
The love of my life. All right, so let's. You want to join us? You want to join us? ¿Nos quieres acompañar? Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. Does everybody here speak Spanish?
She knows English.
Oh, really?
Okay. Have a seat.
Well, you're gonna practice your English right now.
Actually, let me get her seat. Pause. Dun, 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 dun. So, keep engagement. Keep talking about stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, Andrea, estábamos hablando de we're talking about like nightmares in business, stories where like things go super bad. He was talking about somebody called him trying to get $18,000 from them, but it was a fake card, like a stolen card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was saying how I almost got hired at a really bad place where they steal people's money. Not steal, but they take advantage of people, and I was like, I don't want to work here. Do you have any stories?
¿Historia acerca de qué?
De cosas de negocio que eran como malas o feas. Te conté la vez que él hizo una presentación en un party, que paró un party para hacer una presentación.
No.
Yeah, es lo que estábamos hablando también. Como cosas que aprendiste de negocio, que tuviste una lección muy como...
O de negocio.
Yeah.
Específicamente.
Específicamente negocio. O en vida. Estamos hablando de negocio, pero en vida.
Un día creo que le contesté muy mal a mi mamá y había mucha gente.
Uf.
Y una amiga, señora, que estaba en el grupo, paró lo que estaba diciendo y me dijo, primero no tienes que hablar así con tu mamá, tienes que darle respeto a no sé qué, no sé qué. Y yo fue como, no tuve nada que decir, solo me quedé callada. Pero fue como penoso y sí, o sea, me arrepentí como, o sea, me enojé, en ese momento me enojé como, güey, ¿por qué se mete? ¿Por qué me está diciendo esto? Pero al mismo tiempo como, no, pues sí tiene razón.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You? Any life things like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, like things like what?
Where you learned a hard lesson? Or where you learned a lesson? What's a life lesson you've learned?
I feel like we've been talking about all of that. So I guess one kind of not specific to anything. Probably say like I'm having a brain fog right now. You go.
I learned a life lesson today. So the link that I sent out to everybody was for the other one, but I ended that one
What do you mean?
to start this live.
Oh yeah.
So everybody went to this. The first thing we did, where I'm like, oh man, and I ended it.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's going there, not here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's nothing going on the other one.
Yeah.
We have a couple people.
We're gonna get a lot of views there. But I think we'll end it here. We're 10 minutes over.
Yeah, we got some Spanish in here and everything. It was pretty cool.
Cool stuff. You want to say anything to the viewers?
No sé, no creo.
You should recommend something, a book, something they should Google, learn.
Pero ¿qué están hablando? O sea, no puedo
Anything.
solo como decir, ay, pues...
Whatever you want.
Well, yeah,
We're talking about life and business.
Life and business. Pues, Lo que hemos estado hablando él y yo es como, es bien importante vestirte para el éxito, ¿no? O sea, esperar el día como
Dress for
No,
success.
ya, no importa que tengas un día como súper planeado a veces y quieras como hacer de la A a la Z completamente, pero puedes fluir con lo que va pasando y al mismo tiempo como sentir ese entusiasmo por lograr lo que quieres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolness. Alrighty, guys. So this will be a lot better next week. Yeah. But thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
That was pretty cool.
Bye.